Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Person of interest nabbed in police military operation in St. Elizabeth. One person of interest was arrested during a major police military operation in the St. Elizabeth Police Division on Friday morning. The operation, which targeted gangs and guns, began around 4:30 a.m. Commanding officer for the division, Acting Superintendent Coleridge Minto, said the individual was nabbed in the Spring Park area.
So the operation started at 4:30 this morning in the Spring Park area. Target gang members, particularly from the speculation gang. So far, one person of interest was taken into custody pending investigations. As we speak, the operations is still ongoing. Further updates will be provided at the conclusion of the operation. There are a number of areas that the team is going through: the Spring Park area, the Brampton area, and surrounding areas. There are some other areas that are targeted, which I would not comment on at this time.
4 men shot in Kingston while cleaning gully. 4 men were shot at the intersection of Beeson Street and Texton in central Kingston. According to the police, the men were engaged in gully cleaning activities in the area, and after taking a break to have lunch, several men drove up on motorcycles, firing shots hitting them. They were later rushed to hospital. Their medical conditions are not yet known. The area was cornered off and the Kingston Central Police are investigating. The police say they suspect it and continuation of the dark side and genocide gang feud. Prime Minister adamant that the government will not negotiate with gangsters. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has reiterated that the government stands that it will not enter into any negotiations with gangsters. This government does not negotiate with gang members. We don't buy this argument that there is one gang member trying to keep a community safer than another. If you are a gang member, you are a threat to the safety and security of the state, and there should be no importance accorded to anyone who is involved in a gang, he emphasized. The Prime Minister made the remarks during an interview with journalists following the official opening of the concrete pavement in the community of McDonald Place, St. Andrew West Central on Thursday. Gangs do nothing but destroy this country, and they are not operating in the favor of citizens. They are operating for their own selfish motive, and therefore they should be dealt with the full force of the law. Gangs must be eliminated from our society, and I want to make that absolutely clear, Holness emphasized. He said the government has put measures in place to deal with gangs, pointing out that there must be no favor status awarded to persons joining them. You would see that this administration is the first to bring gangs to the criminal justice system through the courts and have them prosecuted and treated with as criminals, the Prime Minister argued. Holness said the government will continue to invest in improving the intelligence capabilities of the security forces so that criminals can be brought to the courts. We don't talk about the capabilities that we have, but we are able to track them, we are able to indict them, and bring them to the court and have strong evidence on which they are prosecuted, and we will continue to do that. It is a long journey to injure gangs, but you have to develop strong and robust evidence. So yes, the country will get frustrated. The people in our society will feel some fatigue with crime. But I want to give them the hope that we're doing it in the right way, which is investing in the capacity of the police. If you look at the JCF today, and you compare it to the JCF of 10 years ago, it is quite a different JCF, he stated. Holness indicated that other significant investments are also being made to improve the transform and that of the JCF. These, he pointed out, include equipment and gear, police-citizen interactions, as well as leadership. Government to spend $2 million to retrofit Merle Grove for girls with disabilities. The Education Ministry is to spend $2 million to prepare Merle Grove High School in St. Andrew to accommodate a student following a now-rejected allegation that the child was turned away because of her physical disability. The Heidel preparatory graduate was placed at her school of choice based on her performance in the recent primary exit profile PEP exams. The incoming first former uses a wheelchair. But earlier this week, a post emerged on social media in which it was alleged that officials at the public school told the child's mother to find another institution that could facilitate the girl's needs. Chairman of Merle Grove's Board of Management, David Hall, said following meeting, the acting principal denied making the comment, and he said the child's mother indicated that she was not told what has been alleged and further that she did not make the post that surfaced online. It is not clear where the allegations came from, he said yesterday as he spoke with reporters. He said he was appalled at that claim because the all-girls school has a history of accommodating students with disabilities. Acting Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Education, Dr. Thorpe, who was also on the program, stated that Mergrove will be retrofitted to ensure the child can access her classes. Our team went immediately to the school, do an assessment, and the building officer has informed that we would have to erect some ramps at several locations because she would have to move to different classes. He told reporters, noting that the cost for those works in areas such as where the bathrooms and laboratories are located is estimated at $2 million. The new school year starts on September 4th. For the long term, she said, an escalator will have to be installed to facilitate the girls' access to the multi-story building at the school. We actually offered to assign a shadow to her, but her mother indicated that she is not in need of a shadow. She has been training to be independent. She is very secure in her self-confidence. She is not intellectually challenged in any way. She earned that space through her PEP examination, Thorpe added of the student. Meanwhile, in a statement on Thursday evening, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security warned against discrimination to persons with disability and pointed to the Disabilities Act and its regulation, which carries serious penalties for breaches. The ministry said it has taken note of recent concern raised on social media regarding an alleged report of discrimination against a minor with a disability. It said persons with disabilities who have experienced discrimination are strongly encouraged to come forward and report their experiences to the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disability to ensure the appropriate investigations into these matters. We firmly believe that every child, regardless of their abilities, deserves to be treated with respect and fairness. There should be no limitation or prevention in accessing any of social services, as this is a breach of human rights. Our society must be more accommodating to ensure equal access for persons with disability, said Labour and Social Security Minister Pernell Chance Jr. Members of the public are invited to report any incident of discrimination to the JCPD by contacting 876-968-8373 or 876-968-0323 or by visiting the Council's offices at 10 Ripton Road, Kingston 5. New salaries for councillors to be paid this month. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says arrangements are being made for the new salaries for councillors and mayors to be paid this month, along with the arrears for the period April 2023 to June 2023. He says efforts will be made to have the arrears for the period April 2022 to March 2023 paid in August. Dr. Clark's statement follows concern raised by councillors in the St. Catherine and Clarendon municipal corporations. Chairman of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, Norman Scott, called for the government to pay salary increases and outstanding sum due to councillors under the reconstructed compensation review for public sector workers. I am seeing where members of parliament have received their increase nearly 3 months ago and still nothing for us. We need it now, Scott said in the municipal corporation monthly meeting. But Dr. Clark said the process of conversion to the new salaries he announced in parliament in May 16 has been ongoing. Once the new salary levels were determined, municipal authorities would have been requested to complete the relevant data captured form so that the conversion to the new salary structure would be done, he told reporters on Thursday afternoon. The data capture file began to return to the Transformation Implementation Unit starting in mid-June. However, the process to finalize this data capture sheet for some municipalities were completed this week. Chief Executive Officer of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, Andrew Griffiths, told the councillors that his office has been sent a request to the Minister of Local Government and is yet to get a definite reply. Scott, who is the mayor of Spanish Town, then requested that Griffiths write to the Finance Secretary in the Ministry of Finance and Public Service regarding the matter. We are seeking an answer to see when we will get a directive on where we are in this issue, he stated. Clarendon Councillor Delroy Dawson of the Inner Town Division blasts Holness administration as profile government that them pan them whole heap a big talk and nothing behind it. St. Barnes, where the council for his division also expressed displeasure over non-payment of salary increases. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.